This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
You pranked your own father yesterday. Just remind us what you attempted here.
Okay, I'm sweating even just thinking about this. This is just so outside of what I would normally do. But I told my dad, who for the most part has been my financial advisor most of my life, that I was going to cash out my RSPs and invest it all in Bitcoin.
Very calm, rational fella your dad is. You recorded this call. This is you telling your dad you want to cash out your RSP to invest in Bitcoin.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Nothing much.
I wanted to ask your opinion about something.
Sure.
So, you know my RRSPs?
Yeah.
So I was thinking of cashing them out and buying...
Cashing them out?
Yes. And buying Bitcoin. And I don't think you can, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that you can... Bitcoin's not like an RRSP eligible thing, right? Like you need to actually collapse the RRSP
All right.
in order for me to get the cash, right?
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Like, what do you think about it?
I don't think it's a good idea.
How come?
I tell you the reason why. Canada is thinking of starting also a currency, that type currency. So if they do and others come into the market, then I'm not sure if it's going to hold where it is or it's going to come down.
Valid.
Right.
And it doesn't come down, just 2,000, 3,000. It's sometimes 5,000, 6,000 it comes down.
Right.
Right? So I don't think you can make more money.
Don't you think that I'm good? Like, I'll be fine in retirement.
No, it's not a question of retirement. The question is right now. In retirement, if you have no income, that's the best time to take the money out.
Right. But I can't wait that long.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying is why you don't need money.
You always need money, Dad.
Well, that's the idea, behind your head. That you always need more money, more money,
Behind
more
your head.
money. There is no such thing as more. There's a never-ending game, right?
True.
Yeah, that's true. So, I know you're not technically my financial advisor anymore, but you would advise against this.
Correct.
Okay, thanks, Dad. Talk to you later.
Talk to you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, first of all, shout out to your dad. He is such a patient man. He's listening to this horrible idea, and at the end, it's like when you're like, so you would advise against this? I feel like he's like, yeah, no bleep, Sherlock. But he's like, correct.
Yes. And like he was just so measured and not really reacting, which I was hoping for a bigger reaction. However, hung up the phone and guess who called me? My mom. She called me after we hung up the phone.
Tell
because
me she got your dad's real reaction.
She did.
Oh.
She did. And I will be playing that for you next.
I can't wait.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Everyone's texting in. They want to hear what your mom had to say. So we've just played. You tried to prank your father, telling him that you wanted to liquidate your RRSP to invest in Bitcoin.
Which I don't even understand.
No,
clearly.
and it's a bad idea to liquidate your RRSP because it's not good. Your dad's reaction was very calm and measured, even though you could tell he's thinking, what kind of terrible advice are you getting, Pooch?
Plus, he knows me, he knows my personality. I'm risk averse just like he is. So I'm sure it was just a little bit shocking, but he didn't react. So minutes later, after we hang up, my mom calls me and explains my dad's reaction.
Oh, Pooja is calling. I don't know why Pooja wants to do that. Daddy's went on and on about this thing.
About what?
About you just taking the money out. Why he has to do it.
I'm surprised he was that calm about it. I thought he was going to be more upset.
He is upset, but he's not upset. He just said it's up to her, but he said it doesn't make sense to me. Why he has to pay tax on it and blah, blah, blah.
Why didn't he just tell me that?
He said he told you, don't touch your RRSP. He said, why she has to touch her RRSP?
He did.
He did.
He said, I don't know. कौन इसके कान भरता है?
Did he think it was Paul's idea?
I don't know. He just said, "Pata nahi kaun kaan barta hai." He's eating one of your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, when your mom's breaking out the Hindi, you know you're in some trouble. What did she say exactly?
So she's saying, I don't know who's filling your head. Like, that's what my dad hung up and said to my mom. Like, somebody's filling her head. And she thinks that maybe it's a friend or something, i.e. you.
Me?
You're my closest friend.
No, you and I do not hang out outside of work enough for me to fill your head with anything.
I bet you my dad thought Gurdeep had a talk with Pooja about Bitcoin.
No, your dad knows I'm way too sensible with numbers and math to fill your head, to tell you to liquidate your RSP. Get out of here.
The point is, as soon as I found out that this was actually stressing out my dad, I had to call him right back and tell him it was a prank because I didn't want to do that by any means. So I call him back and I reveal to him that it's a prank, and I also recorded that.
You think I got this advice from a friend?
I thought somebody put this in your head. It's not your own thought. Right?
I just like,
Hold on, Dad. Just so you know, this is an April Fool's joke. It's not real.
Okay.
Oh my God, your dad was so not happy at the end.
No, he was like, you wasted my time.
Okay.
Because like the poor guy went and he started looking into Bitcoin. He was giving me stats. There was like all these things. He was trying to look into my TFSA, saying, that's a less riskier way to do it. It was a lot to the discussion. So now I feel bad about it.
How much of your dad's day did you waste with this prank?
I know. This is why I don't do pranks, and I'm never going to do it again.
Isn't it better to be the pranker than the prankee, though?
No, just stay away from pranks on April Fools.
All right.
Do not recommend.
Next year, we'll just go back to making you the butt of the joke.
Okay.
Okay. I love that.
And you have been texting us. Thank you for all of your texts. Nadia writing, too funny. Thank you. My parents would react the same, but my dad would be a little heated. Yeah, it turns out, Nadia, my dad was heated. He just has a weird way of showing it.
It's so sweet, though, that he still, even though he was not happy, he protected you from showing that he was heated. Like, he was very calm with you. Then when you got off the phone, he told your mom, like, what is Pooja thinking?
Yeah, which makes me like reassess every conversation I've ever had with my dad now. I'm like, what's he saying behind my back?
Still handling you with kid gloves. I love the text. Angela and Markham texted in saying, my son says that Pooja's dad is a W dad for keeping his cool and trying to help. It's a win.
Oh, I like that. Okay, yes. Thank you for explaining
you look
that.
so confused.
I love this one from Connie. Good luck getting invited to the next family dinner at your parents' house, Pooja. It will be husband and grandchildren only invite.
Yeah, that sounds
You're
about
probably right.
Yeah, there you go.
I deserve it.
That'll be for Easter coming up because he'll still be upset about it.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. Hey, present day. It's the future. We're talking AI. On the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. AI.
So that was fun, right? So we love hearing from you. You always text us at 981-981. Usually it's about what we're talking about, but every now and then you ask us some questions or you throw something out there. And that's what Simran from Mississauga did. She wrote us and said, hey, P&G, I wanted to know if you would do a segment on do's and don'ts on creating a dating profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you just heard, we're using CHAI because, look, Pooja, you've been married for, 11 years now? Mm-hmm. So you're out of the dating scene. I don't think you ever really did the apps, did you?
No.
I'm inconsistent with the apps. I'm not currently on any. I've been on them before, but I'll get on for a few months and get off. So I don't know that I'm the best person to ask because it hasn't been necessarily a path to success and I'm not consistent.
Yeah. And meantime, Simran's like looking for advice from us, but we went to ChatGPT.
Yes.
And just thought that maybe we'd come up with a dating profile that is full of red flags.
Yeah,
this is what you don't do.
Because sometimes to figure out what to do, you got to first eliminate what not to do.
Yes. And if you're single, and you're on the apps, what you don't like. And it might go a little something like this, courtesy of ChatGPT. This is your dating profile, Gurdeep.
Sorry, so what did you ask it exactly to do?
I asked it for a red flag dating profile for my co-host and friend, Gurdeep Ahluwalia.
Bracing for this.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Name, Gurdeep. But my exes call me a lot.
I mean, you know what? That one might actually track.
Age, old enough to know better, young enough to do it anyway.
I like
That's
that.
you,
actually. No, but you know what? That's actually cheeky. I'd actually put that in my dating profile.
No, don't do that.
That's cheeky.
No.
It shows that you're young at heart.
No.
What do you know?
Occupation, radio star. Yes, I will talk about you on air.
Ooh.
Right?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
not
would
good.
want
No,
that.
I wouldn't do that. Come on.
Height, 6 feet. I round up.
That's amazing. I like that.
A little bit about you. You'll always be my second priority. My first love is my morning show. Hope you like waking up at 3 a.m. I like that part, selfishly.
I thought it was going to be my first love is Coffee the Pooch.
Well, the next part says, my dog Coffee is the real love of my life. You will never be as important as her.
Okay, I wouldn't say it that meanly. I'd
But
be
it's
like,
true.
you'd always be second fiddle. Like,
Don't put that in the dating profile.
okay, I won't.
Also, don't do this. I love communication, especially when it comes to me doing all the talking.
Okay, that's not true. That's just straight up not true. I like other people talking. I like to listen.
Sometimes.
No, that one's not true.
And finally, I'll roast you affectionately, but if you ever try to roast me back, blocked.
No, not true. You got to give it. You got to take it. I love poking. I'm a little sassy. I like to poke fun, throw a few barbs, but I can absolutely take it
Yes,
back.
you can. This is true. And there's a little fun fact in here if you wanted to add a fun fact to your dating profile. I will love you, but if we break up, just know you will become a funny segment on my show.
That's probable. Yeah, you're going to have to sign the contract on that one. Simran, I don't know if this helped you at all.
Probably not. But now you know what not to do. And we actually want to hear from you. And this will help Simran. What is a dating profile don't that you've come across? Because I'm sure that you have seen things that you're like, please just don't do that.
I'm single, but I don't use the apps frequently, so I'm not the best person to ask for advice. So we're asking you, what are the red flags, the don'ts?
Darlene in Mississauga, what is it for you?
I'm not in any of the dating profiles because I'm married, but my friends are, my single friends.
Okay.
And one of the things that they show me are men's pictures with more than one person in the picture. Aren't sure who they are.
Yes.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. And this goes both ways. Like for the times I have been on dating profiles, you'll see like a girl's profile and there's like 4 people in the picture. I'm like, great, which one are you? Like, am I dating all of you? Am I going to take you out and your friends are there too? Like,
It's a package deal?
It's a package deal. And part of me is like, interesting.
Yeah,
But the other part of me is like, no.
Or Darlene, yeah, what if, your friend's looking at this person and going, oh, the other one's cute? Right?
Yes, well, that's the thing. Until you end up going through all the photos and hopefully there's one with just one person, you don't know who it is.
Maybe all 4 of them are on dating profiles, and this is the equivalent of sharing your Netflix password. They're like, let's just get one account, we'll split the cost, and we'll only do group photos.
It is a numbers game, and this helps, I guess. Darlene, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Great text coming in from Christine in Hamilton, who says, do not date any guy that doesn't show their teeth in any pictures. Oh, dear.
No smiles?
What is that? Like, that implies he's got messed up jibs?
Yeah, or if somebody's not smiling and this is their way of inviting you to, want to date them, that's probably not a good
it's
sign.
not very inviting.
Yeah, not warm or friendly.
That's a good one. And again, that probably goes both ways.
Mm-hmm. So what is your dating profile don't that you've come across? Maybe it's something that turned you off, a red flag.
We're probably not the best 2 people to ask for advice. So we're asking you, let's reverse engineer this. Let's figure out the dating don'ts, the red flags for dating profiles.
Yep.
You got to figure out what not to do to figure out what to do.
Because it's a turnoff, sometimes a red flag. And you got a lot of texts, a lot to say about it. We start with Raj in Brampton, who says, looking for someone who doesn't mind that my mom and I share a Netflix account and a house in Brampton.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, Raj, probably not great to put that on your profile.
Yeah.
You're at home, you're sharing a Netflix account, you're at home with your... Although, listen, people living at home with their parents, given the economy, I mean, that's... that's like a reality till you're 40 now, isn't it?
Yes, and this could be a green flag. It's that, you're good with your money. You know the value of $1.
And you're close to your family.
Yes.
Yeah, that one could also go both ways. Andrea in Bowmanville texting in, when you see people take hard stances on things like pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, fight me. Andrea in Bowmanville.
Yeah, maybe you don't want to be dating that person. Jacqueline in Burlington writing, I came across a profile where they wrote, not on here much, just looking for friends. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, that doesn't really work. You're not going on a dating profile to be friends.
And honestly, I have seen girls who say that. And I'm like, I don't understand. Is that I don't understand what they're doing. Like, are you genuinely looking for a friend, or is this your way of lowering expectations? So you go on a first date with someone, if you're not feeling it, you could be like, oh, I was just looking for friends. I don't know. That's a weird play.
That needs its own app.
Yeah, I actually just thought of one for me, because this happened to me once where I went on a date with someone I met her on an app. They did not look at all like they did in their picture, because their pictures were like a dozen years old. I think if your pics are more than 10 years old, you can't do that. You got to refresh the pics, keep them recent.
And maybe stay away from all those Snapchat filters where you're a dog and you've got whiskers and all that stuff, because we don't really know what you look like.
If you mix in one, that's fine. But if you have 8 pictures and they're all filtered, that is a massive red flag.
Yeah.
You show up and your date is actually just a cat.
She's like, I don't know what to tell you. It was right there on my profile.
Like, oh, all right.
Okay, then. One last one here. Telling me that you're looking for your next wife. How about we start with coffee?
Wow.
Oh, that's a great text.
Listen, again, that also goes, it's actually really interesting hearing from females because I've never seen dudes on dating profiles. I only see, obviously, like females. But this is also a thing, too. Like, they'll be straight up, which I appreciate, where they're like, not here to mess around, looking to get married within 6 months. Aggressive,
Whoa.
but I'm like, okay, you're setting the expectations right off the hop.
Yeah, and don't forget to bring the ring.
Yeah, first date.
Check out my Pinterest.
First date, it's Russell Oliver. We're going jewelry shopping.
Oh, dear.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast. The Pooja and Gurdeep Show presents.
You're doing it wrong.
Uh-oh.
Yep, you're doing it wrong. How do you boil your eggs?
Okay, I can't get this one wrong because I love eggs. Boiled eggs are the one form of egg I do not like. I find them gross. I don't like the consistency. I do not boil eggs, so I can't be doing it wrong.
Okay, all right. Well, there's a lot of people who boil their eggs, and there's debate over how long you put your eggs in for. What consistency do you want the yolk to be? Right? Do you want it a little bit more gummy? Do you want it a little more harder?
Ugh.
Do you submerge your eggs in the boiled water after it starts boiling? Do you do it to begin with? There's all sorts of debate.
You lost me at gummy.
Okay.
That sounds so unappetizing.
You don't want gummy eggs?
No.
Okay, it's the yolks. Anyway, the point is a lot of us debate that, but we're all doing it wrong according to this chef. Listen.
Old dogs can learn new tricks. Believe me, I've been in this business for 30 years and I learned something new. What I learned was the perfect hard-cooked egg is not made by actually immersing it in water. A perfect hard-cooked egg is actually a steamed egg.
A steamed egg. So instead of actually, getting your eggs and submerging it in the water.
I've seen this done. Yeah,
Yes.
You normally put it in a boiling pot, right?
Yes. Instead, you just have 1 inch of water. It's just 1 inch of water. You put your eggs in, you swish it around, put a cover on it for 8 minutes. Your eggs are perfect every time. I had to try this.
So not the deep end, more like a kiddie pool.
Yes, definitely. It's like the shallow end of things.
Yeah.
I tried it, and she's right.
Stop it. So you put an inch of water in a pot. Mm-hmm. And I guess that just starts boiling instantly.
And it evaporates eventually as well. But you're really just steaming the egg.
Do you have to keep turning the egg so all parts of it are
just once? Give it a little swoosh and then let it sit for 8 minutes. And I got to tell you,
how long do you leave it in the kiddie pool?
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Okay.
Is the water already boiling when you put them in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you put them
Boil
in.
that 1 inch of water, and then you put them in, swish it around. And then, the way that the yolk tastes, the way that even the whites of the egg taste, it's just a little bit different. It's better for some reason. I don't know. There's something to it. You got to try it. I asked you how you boil your eggs. I did not ask producer Stef how she boils her eggs.
Producer Stef loves a hard-boiled egg. You crush these on the daily.
And I love the gummy yolk. That's my favorite.
I want to know, because you must boil these on the daily since you're always bringing these in. So is this a good method or what?
You would think. I don't boil my eggs.
What?
I do not boil eggs. It is
You got a guy?
worst.
But you come in
got
with
a guy?
I wish I had a guy.
Hold on, but you come in with eggs every day.
Yeah, they come from the store and they're in a bag with some kind of liquid in it that keeps them preserved.
Ew.
Oh,
hold on,
stop it. They're delicious.
I've looked in every nook and cranny of the grocery store. I've never seen. There's just
They're
a
right
random.
beside the egg whites.
Is this like the alley beside the grocery store? You got to
they're
buy
like
like a
from
shady
Burnbrae Farms
drug
or
deal.
something.
Like, hey, yeah.
Hold on,
here's
hold
your
on.
bag of eggs.
You go to the grocery store and you get pre-boiled, hard-boiled eggs in a bag in egg
full of
juice.
Listen,
juice?
Pooja, listen. I can cook almost anything. I cannot peel hard-boiled eggs if my life depended on it. I can't. Okay, so hold on. I'll make 12.
Hold on.
And then I
no,
can't.
this got to. We need to delve a little deeper into this. I think this is a what's bugging Steph because you can't peel the egg. That's the problem.
Even I can peel the eggs.
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
have to have one thing that I can't do.
We are going to get into it next because I got to get to the bottom of this. I actually brought in the eggs, so we're all going to try them too.
Just keep the egg juice away from me.
That's next.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to find out.
What's bugging Steph? Hard-boiled eggs. Apparently, she can't make them at home.
Listen, I think this bugs you more than it bugs me.
It's mind-boggling to me that you buy already boiled eggs at the grocery
They
store.
come in a bag with garbage juice in them?
Not garbage
sorry,
juice.
Egg juice. Sorry, egg juice. Basically garbage juice.
Not.
Okay, so to recap, you like to eat a hard-boiled egg every morning. You like eggs that are hard-boiled.
Yeah.
But when you go to boil them yourself, you can't take the shell off.
I have tried every method. So if I boil a dozen eggs, maybe 2 will turn out. And not the consistency of how it's cooked. It gets cooked fine. I can't deshell them. I will sit there. I've tried rolling them on the counter, doing it gently, putting them under cold water to help crack open the shell. I've tried the spoon method. I've tried everything.
Have you tried putting them in ice?
I put them in ice.
Why are hard-boiled eggs so high maintenance? They need like a sauna, then they need a cold plunge.
This
You gotta
is
roll them,
why
give them a massage.
I buy them in a bag.
Way too much work.
No,
And
eggs
they're
are
peeled so nicely in the bag.
It's the
eggs
least
are-
tasty form of egg.
They're so simple, though. This
They're
is why I'm
not.
having trouble. Okay, so you've gone ahead and boiled 3 eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, yourself.
Yes.
And they're in front of us right now. We're going to try to deshell them
Yes, here.
and see if there's anything to this madness.
Steph, let me deshell
So
your egg.
how do you want me to deshell this? What method are we using?
Whatever was going to deshell it with the least shrapnel.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
here
so
we go.
I'm
I'm
now
rolling it. I'm hitting
I'm
it.
having no problem.
I'm deshelling mine against my mic.
Okay,
wait.
okay. I can see. Okay, I see what you're saying.
See?
a
There's
little bit of the
2
egg comes off,
There's shrapnel, lots of shrapnel.
but
It's like trying to peel an orange in like one
Guys,
take.
it's not coming off. This is what I'm trying to tell. Okay, now I'm rolling it.
It comes off, it just makes a big mess.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't need this in my life.
okay, I see what you're saying. It's not as smooth as I'm used to.
Right?
There's pieces of egg that are coming off with
And
it.
that's what bugs me. I'm
Cratering.
losing egg.
Mine looks like the surface of the moon.
Okay, but I still did a pretty good job. It wasn't horrible.
I haven't even taken anything off yet.
Even me who doesn't like hard-boiled eggs?
No problem.
What?
Yes.
What is
Steph, what's the matter with you?
Okay,
This is
so
not that hard.
This is a producer Steph finger problem. She can't use her fingers.
Hey now.
to take
I have to use them every morning to make your show run.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, can you do me a favor? I did my
Now what do I do with it? Oh,
No,
Steph,
Like,
what?
what is happening?
That is horrible.
It's like a shattered glass. It's tiny pieces, and I can't
Are
take it
your
off.
fingers just like thick and calloused and missing nerve endings?
I
What
don't
do
even
you?
know what's happening. It's so annoying.
my goodness.
It's in
Okay.
the keyboard.
I boiled an egg.
Yeah.
I boiled an egg my way. Can you
Okay.
try to like deshell that one? Like, is there a difference maybe between your method versus a proper method?
It's just all slippery in my hands.
Oh
What do
my
I do
God!
with
See,
it
like now I just lost half the egg on the bottom, and I have eggshells in my nails.
Oh
That's
my
so
goodness.
Okay,
gross.
we're gonna let you try to deshell the steamed
What
egg.
is this?
Oh,
Wow,
heavens.
I wish you could see
We
this
have to
right
post
now.
a
It's
picture
so
of your egg on
bad.
Insta- What is the matter
I
with
don't
you,
know.
Steph?
That's
bad.
why I'm telling you, I don't need this in my life. I'm buying them in a bag. I don't care.
Can I just say I'm glad Steph is not a surgeon?
No, it's just eggs. It's just eggs.
Okay, happy peeling.
What do I do with this thing now?
Eat it.
Eat it.
All right.
The Pooja and Grenade Podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
It's almost April Fool's Day. And you know, I hate this day because I just live in fear that you and producer Steph have
What-
conspired behind my back and something's going to happen.
In all the years you've known me and the years you've now known Steph, when have we like done anything that like gave you trauma that made you think?
Every day on
No,
this show.
the best part is that she thinks this every year and stresses herself out and nothing happens.
And that's the April
best.
Fool's joke.
Exactly. That's
We
the
don't
best
have, we
part.
don't have to do anything.
I know, but
and
I feel
we
like
win.
I feel like I'm due. I feel like I've gotten away with so many years of nothing that this is going to be the year.
Okay, that's an interesting approach.
Yeah. So I think in general, we should throw it out there that tomorrow is definitely going to be a day to be aware
Sure.
of scams and all those things and like, you know, just be on
Be
alert.
vigilant.
Yes.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Look, it's March 31st. So we're coming to you now as like, this is the last minute crammer, the person who, this is the December 23rd, I'm going to a gas station to buy gift cards for everyone for Christmas.
And an air freshener.
And
Yeah.
because you've left it to the last minute. If you have not thought of an elaborate prank to this point, we are here to help. We have some very innocent, easy to execute, last minute ideas you can do with your family, friends, kids, whatever you want.
Yeah, they're just simple. They're harmless, which I think is, you know, always a fun way of doing things. I like this idea, and I think I might even do this with my kids. You grab a little bit of food coloring, okay, and you put it in a bowl, and then you throw in the cereal on top of it, and then when the kids go to sit down to eat, you pour in the milk, and the milk that's supposed to be white turns into whatever color, green or blue, and then
Ooh,
you
that's
just
fun.
watch their faces go, What happened to my cereal?
That's very adorable. That feels less like a prank and more like a surprise.
Yes, true. Like harmless, innocent.
Okay, mine are maybe slightly meaner, but still stuff you could do with your kids. Like this was a classic one. I've had this done to me before. The toothpaste Oreos. So you take Oreo cookies, right? You gently twist them apart. You know your kids are going to go for the Oreos with a knife. This takes some real finesse. Scrape out the cream, and then you put in a little toothpaste.
Oh, no.
And then put the Oreo back together, put it gently back in the pack. When they go for that roll, take that first bite, it's immediate spit take.
What?
And you only have to do it with one. It's like Russian roulette Oreos.
Oh, my goodness. So feeding your children toothpaste?
Well, they'll taste it. They'll spit it out. They'll be like, bah. But it's great because you get that reaction.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's a little bit more commitment than I want to make. I just want to do easy things like this other one's also very good. Googly eyes. Just put googly eyes on everything, on shoes, on a towel, everything. And then everything comes alive and it's just so fun.
Yours are very, very friendly. I need a little bit of scare. I need a little bit of regret with mine. How about this one? Okay, this one is great. If you have some bubble wrap, maybe you ordered something recently. If you got some bubble wrap kicking around, this is great. So you cut the bubble wrap to the size of like whatever the front rug is in your house.
The mat?
The mat, sure. And you put a sheet of bubble wrap under the mat when you know someone's about to come home, and then they come home and it's like pa 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 pa. Yeah, Steph, you got kids. You must know how some of these.
One year I did this, and actually I don't have my kids tomorrow, but this would be great to do again. So it's Easter, so the Easter chocolate's already out. Go buy some of those Easter eggs, even like at the dollar store that have the foil on them.
Yeah, okay.
And then it takes a little bit of time. So unwrap them, take the chocolate out,
eat
them yourself, and then get grapes. And put the grape inside the foil, wrap the foil back up, and put it in their lunch. And they're like, what? My mom gave me all this chocolate?
Oh, I love that.
Added layer of freeze the grapes beforehand so they're hard like the chocolates, because if they feel the squishiness, they'll know something's up.
But then if they defrost, they get mushy after.
True.
Yeah.
Also wrap them in bubble wrap so that they go pow, 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 pow when they open their lunch. Pow, 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 pow.
We got to work on this one.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.